My name is Juliana Rico, and I am here today to tell you a little bit more about myself and my practice and the works that you're going to see in this show. In terms of myself, I am a queer woman of size and substance. I am a about third generation Latinx American. I'm an artist who works predominantly in photography and image making. I'm an educator, and some might say I'm an academic. And I preface my introduction with all of those elements because I think that identity is an incredibly important part of every person's life and journey. And that whichever identities that a person gravitates towards and communities that they are a part of are valid. And a small portion of what makes every person unique and brings them to the spaces that they're in. Growing up as a child, particularly one who was from a suburban environment, I constantly felt othered and never like I quite fit in. I didn't recognize until later that this was because of my identities and because of the immense internalized societal expectations of white supremacy, patriarchy, capitalism, heteronormative structures. All of these fall under that umbrella of colonialism. But we have to recognize that those are what we have to start to dissect and dismantle in order to have equality, in order to have equity within our systems. Systems that have been normalized for so long, and as within my self-decolonization piece, start to see how are some of those trickling into ourselves and how can we dismantle them. The first step of that dismantling is that self-internalized reflection that, we have all in different extents worked within those systems and embraced some of those elements that maybe have helped us within our own individual journeys. We have to sit with those hard facets in order to move on to a more equitable and just space. My work has become this space for me to address those structures and carve out that space for the identities that I am and that I commonly see looked down upon or cast to the side. All of those facets of identity have taken me a long time to become proud of and embrace fully. Living in the United States, I think we have driven this narrative for so long of Western Eurocentric ideals, and that caters predominantly to white men. So being neither of those things entirely, it's been difficult to find myself and feel that connection and feel seen and feel validated within art spaces, within education spaces, even within popular media. So for myself, I really feel it is important for me to showcase these elements and aspects of my own identity and show them with honesty and vulnerability and beauty, because that is in essence me embracing and accepting and loving those parts of myself and my identity. As people look at the works and look at the show, I hope that they start to think about these systems that we have within our society and within our world, and think about how they've played into some very much unknowingly, and how we can change those systems and make this a more just and equitable space for everybody. So I hope that people take this as a call in to understand more about themselves and how they are working within these systems, but also to open up to other perspectives. There is no such thing as a monolith, and all of us are incredibly unique and valid. And it's going to take work for us to be able to get to that next space.